Hello, everyone. Welcome to another crossword. I thought we would do the Friday today since it is Friday. That's all I have to say about that. Let's get started. There's my intro. Amazing. High quality stuff. Sandwich, originally named the Aristocrat. I can't think of any good six-letter sandwich names, really. Like Monte Cristo kind of sounds like it could be the Aristocrat, but obviously that doesn't fit. We shall see. Trans-Siberian Railway Hub. I don't really know what's in Siberia. There's a few like Russian-ish cities that come up, but Siberia's not. Is it in Russia? Like Odessa is one that comes up sometimes, but yeah, I don't know. Symbol of royalty in ancient Egypt, probably the sun, perhaps a cat, but I don't see. I don't think so. Sun. I don't know. There's some theme entry. We'll get to it later. Tom and Jerry, e.g. Well, it's a cartoon. They are each animals. Um, some other meaning of those words? Like a tom is a male cat or a male turkey, for example. I don't know what a jerry is, but I'm certain there are some animals where the male is a jerry. I can't think what it is at the moment. Heavily populated urban complex. Apartment something? I don't know, probably not. Sign. An omen? I don't know. What many have received in history, for short. Well, you can get an A plus in history. I don't know, for short. Maybe oh, like some kind of degree? Like a PhD. You can get a PhD in history, right? And that's kind of for short. Although usually we just say it. It is long for Doctor of Philosophy. Um, I want. Is history like would you get a Master of Fine Arts there or sciences? I don't know. Staging and design to a dramaturge. Oh wow, a dramaturge is, I guess, someone who makes dramatic things. So, a playwright or something. Fail spectacularly. Well, we're probably looking for bomb, I think, and that'll get us to BSC or BFA. Blank effect. Bias towards products consumers simple themselves. That'll be the IKEA effect. BA? It's a little bit weird. Comics repertoire. It's not a joke, isn't your repertoire exactly? That's a part of your repertoire. Acts? Maybe? I don't think so. Bits? BI. Hmm. Grammy winner for Lady Marmalade. I don't know. I don't know who wrote or sings Lady Marmalade. I don't know if I would even recognize that song if I heard it. What's the trouble? I don't know. Shut up? Don't know. Wind up on the pitch. Or wind up on the pitch. Now, this obviously is like praised as a baseball thing, but especially with the question mark, I'm pretty sure it should be something else, some other meaning of wind or pitch. Like wind on the pitch. Might be talking about a rooftop because you could make roofs out of pitch back in the day. Not sure. Flyers accumulation. You accumulate miles, frequent flyer miles. Tours abroad, say. Serves? Kind of? I can pencil that in, right? A military person who tours abroad, serves abroad. It's not very convincing, though. Journalist whose book The Bureau identified deep throat. Oh my god, I have no idea. Fare thee well. This could be see ya, but it kind of has the wrong register. It's like informal, where this is formal. So I don't like it. Like Morocco and the Maldives religiously. I don't know what religions they have there. Something that starts with U? No idea. It also, sun could be wrong, but I don't think it is. Reminds in a way. There's like nags, but that's not right. I don't know. Okay, so did any of these crosses help? BI. Okay, I'll bite is too short. Heavily populated urban contracts. Well, metropolis? Are you looking for a metropolis? No, that's too short. But probably metro, right? Acts or sets, I think. So BAs? Oh, many have received BAs, not many have received ABA. Okay, got it. I'm pretty sure this is an S. All right, back to it. Director Wes Anderson. City that's been home to 4 NFL franchises. SE must be Seattle. Gaudy and cheap. Can we fit tawdry in here? No. Garish, also too short. A bit of time, I guess, could be a sec. Liberal, don't know. Rap, per old school rappers. I don't know. The Biz, probably not. AE. Could be some kind of Michael thing. Michael Ronald, Ronald Michael. It's a little bit weird, but it happens to fit. You don't see AE very often otherwise. I don't like the VH, obviously, or the LRC, but serves could be wrong. Fare thee well. Oh, it might not be Seattle. Because this really should be an S or something, shouldn't it? I don't know. We'll leave it for now. Mystifies. Make something misty. You can evaporate something to mystify it, or you could spray it with a mister. Oh. Candies shaped like truncated cones. I'm trying to think of what candies I know. Truncated cones? I mean, Reese's peanut butter cups are kind of shaped like truncated cones, I guess. Right? Any kind of tapered cylinder is a truncated cone. I don't know. Can't think of anything else. We'll put an S in here, I guess. What the French call poor man's asparagus. Don't know. Peas? Like they come in a pod, right? And that looks it's kind of spearish, but I assume even poor French people would take them out before eating it, so I don't know. Blow away. You could wow someone or amaze them. How about this down? Partner for life? I guess this must be BFF. Oh, partner, though. Partner. Because BFF is the right kind of informal register to match this weird spelling of for life and in texts and so on. But partner usually would imply like a romantic partner, and BFF usually isn't that. I don't know. None of this relax. Nick, say? A nick is a kind of cut. Water softening compound. I don't know. Something you can count on one hand, I bet? Or a finger, I guess. Also fits. Any crosses to help? Head to toe garment. Well, a onesie is a little bit too long. Audibly. Well, this should be allowed, shouldn't it? Position, don't know. Yeah, I guess it's not one hand or a finger, because this should be something ER. Certain frontline workers, abbreviation. Are we looking for like RNs? Resident nurses? Residence nurses or whatever they're called? Just beyond the visible spectrum. Ultraviolet? Okay, that helps. Night something, don't know. Output from a bass or a bass. I don't know. Head to toe garment. It's got a U. Audibly can be allowed. That's good. Position could be a verb or a noun, obviously. Right? If you position something, you put it into a position. Don't know. Oh, we have this O, though. Output from a bass. It's not a note. Fish poo. Could be poo, but that's oddly specific as a clue if that's what they're looking for. Manhattan Strip. Synonymous with the golden age of American songwriting. Oh, no idea. As. As? Is that what cum means? Like magna cum laude? I don't think so. Relief from a leaf. Oh, that'll be an impression, I guess? Right? Because, like, when you do... Right, you get, like, kind of a relief image by doing a rubbing, I guess is what they would call it? I don't know. Stir in, I guess you could just add something if you were stirring it in. Lean. List also means lean. Score at the half. Don't know. Could be a number of things. Any help with this? Burqa? Burqa's a head-to-toe garment, right? A Q? Oh, qua can mean as, I think. Position. Oh, row, I see. Fish eggs. Something you can count on. Base 10? You say count in base 10, but if you count on base 10, like your fingers are kind of base 10? Does position mean stead? Maybe? Sheer fabric. Don't know. Just hate? Oh, this T and V are looking pretty weird. It's a rap. I don't know. Okay, back to these Grammy winners. Okay, now we think it might end with an R. Still don't know, though. What's the trouble? Still don't know. Shut up. Don't know. Wind or wind up the pitch. We've already looked at most of these, right? So just kind of scanning through the early downs. Groovy things you can groove to. Well, records have grooves. CDs don't. So this should be LPs or EPs. I don't really know the difference. We'll say EPs. Parts of ears from the Latin for snail. Oh, I don't know. Do I? What are some parts of ears? I don't really know. More charming. I don't know. Play it back? Maybe? Give it a try. Victor in France once. Well, a victor can mean a winner. It doesn't have to be a name. Napoleon was a victor who was in France. There were various other, like, World War II related things, but I can't think of a four-letter way to fill that in. Oh, maybe the Axis? They kind of won in France for a bit. I can pencil that in, I guess. Places to bear witness. Dens. You would witness a bear in its den. Holiday times. Don't know. BFF is looking like a little bit questionable. Still not totally sure that it's back either. I mean, honestly, I should pencil that. Don't kid myself. Don't know about this national forest. Consensus from a block? Well, a voting block would vote, obviously. It breathes well. A lung, I guess. Pretty good at breathing. That deserves a pencil, really, but I won't. To squeeze out might be to eke out? Well, no. Yeah, that's fine. Cast down. Don't know. Still know this wrap. Served raw. What about this UK? Like, really, one of these has to be wrong. Don't know this. Just hate. I kind of like Stead. Sheer fabric. I don't really know. Angled piece. Oh, okay, I get this one. Just barely. An op-ed. It's a biased piece of journalism, or it's not even necessarily journalism, right? But an opinion piece. Flat facility. Well, flat can mean like an apartment. Flat facility. Facility. Don't know. Literature nobelist. Oh, geez, beats me. Sort through could be sift. Oh, love it of country music. This is one I should know. Not that I know anything about country music, but it just like sounds familiar. Night ass. I don't know. Switzerland's. Oh, geez, no idea. Oh boy, this is gonna be a tough one. I mean, Fridays often are. At least I got one of the long entries. So we can look around and see if there's like any theme that we get yet. Like ultraviolet. Doesn't seem like the rest of this has any connection to that though. But I like how like Metropolis almost fits. But it's not really an urban complex, right? An urban complex should be like, a shopping mall or a big apartment building or whatever, right? It shouldn't be a city. Sign. Still don't know. Oops. Staging and design. Don't know. This might be a Y, I guess. Yeah, because I was thinking of things like gaudy and so on. Now, if this were Y, this could be Yules, which are times of a specific holiday, not holidays in general. Are Andes like the Andes mints? Are those shaped like truncated cones? Some of them maybe. Right? I don't know. The ones I'm used to seeing are kind of like thin, kind of like thin slices of chocolate sandwiching some mint. But maybe they have some that are more thick, and those could be cone shaped. I'm just like I don't see any candies that fit like this that I can think of. There's the Andes mints, but what else? Like I gotta go to the grocery store to finish this puzzle. And for blank NL blank S, I would just give up. It's just impossible. There's no such candy. And I mean, Dens could be wrong, but I don't think it is. I don't know about liberal. Tax friendly. I don't know. I don't know. One of these is wrong as well. Probably the K, right? There are no French words that end with K. This doesn't happen. Mystifies. I mean, there's probably an S here, right? Now, this doesn't have to be a cut, but what else could it be? Obviously, Nick is a first name. It can also mean steal, I guess. More charming. I mean, this probably has to be a consonant, right? Could be an I for something like Wistier, but then Nick has to start with an I, which makes no sense, I don't think. Sorry, we were working on the crosses. Candies. It does say candies, not candles. Poor man's asparagus. I don't know. Blow away. Relax. Mm. Nick, water softening compound. I never had particular troubles with hard water in my life. I don't know what you put in to soften it. Something you can count on. A base. Maybe it's not a number. Maybe like a base hit is a thing that exists, although not really something you can count on. Just like the base level of something you can count on. Night. Ugh. Manhattan Strip. I don't know. Relief from a leaf. F? Probably like an E or a T could fit here, right? Love it. Ugh, I should know that one. Lean. Oh, okay. Lean can also be an adjective, I guess. It can mean thin or scarce or whatever. Ugh. Score at the half? Oh, score can also be talking about like a musical thing, I guess. But what about the half? I don't really get it. This is horrible. Well, if this has to be acts or sets, acts is horrible. You have a C here and an A here, whereas sets or bits makes a lot more sense. This is a I don't know. Bisque fits here, but it's not really the name of a sandwich. I think it has to be bits. Then it's okay, I'll something, right? And I'll bite almost fits. Well, not really. It's 2 letters too short. Okay, I'll This is. Hmm. Well, what if we put the L's in? What's the trouble? Well, a problem is the trouble, but obviously it doesn't fit with Wes Anderson, which I'm very happy with. Trans-Siberian Railway Hub. I just don't know. Could it be something other than Seattle? Right? We put that in just because it was SE and then set 5 more letters. I don't know what the NFL franchises that have been there are, so it certainly could be somewhere else. But 7 letters starts with SE, large enough city to be NFL franchising? Like, it's hard to think of another, isn't it? Religiously. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to start asking for help, which it's way like often I get through a Friday without needing any help, but this one just has me totally flummoxed. All right, tell me what I have wrong. Pretty much everything in pencil, huh? This could just be doctors, maybe. Not the sun. It's not Metro either. I guess this was LPs. This wasn't a T, and it's not, so it's not Metro. Okay, aisle. Well, let's say okay then. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that does make sense. Now, okay, aisle bite actually does fit. Yeah. I didn't think of spelling. I thought of spelling out okay, but I didn't notice that was what would make it fit. Gags, sure. Megalopolis. Blank YA. Who could that be? I don't know. Wind. Okay, yeah, it's an oboe. Get it? I don't know what up on the pitch means. Is that like a word for a stage? Tours abroad, say. Stints. You could do a stint in the military. Still don't know what this is all about. OMSA? OMSO? OMS? Unseen. I don't know. So not the sun though. That's a surprise. Could be a cat. I still think that's wrong. Oh, was a Big Mac once called the aristocrat? I don't usually think of hamburgers as sandwiches. To shut something up could be to cloister it, but that's a little bit weird. An ailment is the trouble. Oh, this. How the heck does this fit? Was any of this that I just filled in wrong? No. I think this has to be cloister, but Miseen? It just like can't be. AEIOU. Muse? Maybe something related to a muse. Hmm. ST St. Louis? We like the S here. Oh, could this be like SUNY? Fare thee well is that you, a kind of, oops, and a similarly half-formal way to say goodbye. I mean, not an onk. Tom and Jerry. Maybe they're DJs named Tom and Jerry. I don't know. An Ides, like the Ides of March, is not really a sign. So what if we filled that in? Was it really the asp? I didn't think it would be. Oh, they're a duo, sure. Reminds in a way. Don't know. So it isn't Dens. I thought Dens was great. Don't know. Maybe these are supposed to be doctors? Obviously, I could have made guesses like this before hitting check again and find out if it was wrong or right, but I kind of wanted. It's not like I'm trying to minimize the number of times I ask for help. I just want to like get the minimal help necessary to help me get through the puzzle. Bestler. Is there some way this could be a U? I just don't think there is. Play it. Play it what? I don't know. Well, what if we put the R here for cloister? Does that help at all with this candy? Oh, is a Rolo shaped like that? I don't know what a Rolo looks like. I'm gonna look that up. What is a Rolo? Show me a Rolos. I guess they're kind of like truncated cones. Sure. Okay, so I'll put in cloister. Places to bear witness. I don't get it. It's gonna be something ED. To bear witness. There's ego. That's a word. Doesn't really make much sense. Holiday times. Did we already find out that Yule's is wrong here? Because now that we have that L, it seems pretty cool. DeSoto? I don't know. Settle in is not quite relax and also doesn't fit. Just hate. Just usually you would think means only. It could also mean like justified, but I don't know what you would call justified hate. It's a wrap. An R is something that would fit in between NT blank Y. But like I still don't know how this rest of this would fill in. It basically have to be a vowel, right? Rouse, Rios, Ruse, Ruos. Makes no sense, right? An L, I guess, could also fit. Laos? Doesn't really make any sense. Lose. You wouldn't really witness bears in a loo, I don't think. I don't know. Alright, how have I done with all this new stuff? It's looking good. It was Yule's after all. And doctors. I just like, what is this more charming? Give me this letter. M. M? What? Like summer, kind of SOM. You're like, makes sense here. SIM, maybe? Winsomer. Oh, wow. I never use the word winsome, but sure, it can mean charming. Glintsy? I don't think that means that. Liberal. And what's with this M? Nick. It's just a total mystery. To Does Mar really Nick? I wouldn't have called those synonyms. Just hate. Rev, 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 revulsion, revolt. Revolt is, I guess that's a as a verb to hate something and to be revolted by it, maybe. And that gets me like base 10 to fit, sort of. It's a rap. A rat-a-tat is a knock on a door. I don't really know much about Manhattan's geography. Aloe, okay, that could relieve you of like a sunburn or other injury, painful rash. That'd be a relief. If you lean in a direction, you tend in that direction, I guess. Isn't there a thing called Nikon? With a C or a K? I don't really know. Well, this isn't L for sure. Revile. Revile. There we go. Is it like timpani? Timpani? Is that in New York? Sort of sounds Italian. And then we have Naimon, which is a little weird. How are we doing so far? Yeah, that was all right. Blow away. Oh, chintzy. There you go. That means gaudy and cheap. Zoos. You can witness bears at a zoo. This has got to be an S. Bounteous can mean liberal. Sure. Play it cool. Oh, Victor Hugo was a person from France. I see. To blow someone away is floor them. It is BFF and fogs. Okay, sure. If you fog up the glass, you are sort of mystifying it. Flat facility. Oh, it is about apartments. In England, where they call apartments flats, a polite word for the loo might be the facilities. Still not sure what's going on here. I'm going to put Soto in here and catch that on the next check. Messler? I mean, sounds like something Essler, right? Mise en scene? Is that? I don't know what that means. But I know mise en is French for like something. They use mise en place about it. It's like a cooking thing. Mise en scene could be something to do with drama. Remind. Oh, you could poke someone to remind them, I guess. And if you sign a contract, you ink it. Settle. I don't know. All right, how are we doing on this so far? It was Soto, but not Lou? What? Lou was so good. Huh. Cast down. Spade, Scades, Snowed, Sardenit. Served raw. Tartar, I guess. I didn't know it was raw. I thought it was not very cooked. Who set it set at huh soda something probably. This is some sort of chemical, and sodas are like baking soda and so on are chemical things. Send. Don't know. Is any of this right? Soda was right. And tartar. So everything I put in just then was right. Okay. So cast down looks like a verb, but well, it kind of is. But we're talking about downcast. Someone who is sad could be said to be cast down. And in particular, in like the past tense of cast, which is cast, they could be saddened. This isn't timpani. Okay, good to know, I guess. Aloe vera. Oh, the lav is another way they could say. Okay, yeah, sure. Aloe vera oil? I wouldn't usually call it oil, but maybe it is. Score at the half. Don't know. How are we doing? It's not oil, but it does happen to end with an L, huh? It breathes well. I don't know. Give me a letter. I shouldn't have picked this letter, by the way. I don't know anything about either cross, really. It breathes well. Don't know. Could be some kind of fabric, obviously. But it doesn't have to be. And these two sections of the puzzle are totally disjoint. We're never going to get help from one to the other. So I guess I might as well take a letter down here. Well, here? I don't know. I'm gonna need a lot of help regardless. Score at the half. Switzerland. No idea still. Let's take this one where I happen to have an L and feel like I should know the word. I keep saying, oh yeah, decide, decode, decade. I don't get it. What does that have to do with score at the half? It's not Joel. Aloe vera. I don't know. Give me this letter. Gel, it's gel, of course. Sort through. Still don't know. A W. Weed, as in to weed through something. Okay. This is decade, decode, or decide. It's kind of a lot of options. Does any of these have to do with score at the half? I don't think any of them do. How about this? I mean, I don't know. It could be a lot of things. Is this an M? Tell me what this letter is. Tin Pan Alley? Didn't know about that, but okay. Kyle? Sure. No, Lyle and a night owl. Olga. Decade. Score at the half. Decade. What the heck does that have to do with score at the half? Don't know. Give me this letter. Set a train. A consensus from a block might be yays, I guess. Soda ash. Parts of ears. Oh, these are cochleas, I guess. It could be ash. Rap is rhyme. Okay. Maybe it is eek. Oh, a leak. I see. Mesh breeze well. Set of ease is relax. I should have revisited this one once I had COC. I just didn't see that I hadn't done so. Messler, Vessler, Gessler. That has to be a vowel, doesn't it? Eisler? No. OMS. A? I don't know. Check the puzzle. I think everything else is right. Yeah. And then just give me this letter because I have no idea. Omsk. Oh, yeah, okay, sure. Kessler. Yeah, Kessler's certainly a name. Okay, this was a tough one for sure. Do the mini real quick. The kid in you is a lamb. Storm tracking device is radar. Texters have a separate keyboard for emoji. Monastery leader is an abbot. Person of action, don't know. Lambo, Adobe, Major, Red. Person of action is a doer. Well, I could have had a pretty darn good time if I'd gotten this one with no help. But I had to do all the downs instead. Okay. I don't think there's anything new in Spelling Bee. I think I've already looked at this one. No, but I didn't find the pangram yet. I found illogical, but that doesn't use the B. Blag, blog, bogalic. Obviously not a word, but it would use all the letters. Oh yeah, that's all the work I really want to do on this. Okay, that'll do for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.